Hi everyone, welcome. My name's Naomi and today I want to share with you a really simple, really sweet, really nourishing yoga practice that you can do right after you've had your baby. Okay, when I say right after, I don't necessarily mean like 5 minutes after or even a day after. More what I mean is when you are feeling ready to stretch and move again after giving birth or after bringing a baby home. And that's going to be a little bit different for everyone. It depends on how you gave birth. It depends on, what's going on in your body. It depends on how much you're still bleeding, right? So if you're still bleeding a lot, you actually want to keep your movement a little bit more mellow. If you have mostly stopped and you do some really intense movement, you start bleeding again, that's a sign that you're doing too much. So just listen to your body, check in with your doctor or your midwife or whoever you're working with to see if stretching your body and moving around a little bit more will feel good. But for the most part, what I want to share with you in this particular practice are things that, don't require a lot of intense movement, but instead are really gentle and really grounding and will help you start to feel a little bit more at home in your body after not only carrying a baby for however long you carried your baby, but after you've delivered your baby and everything is trying to settle back in place, because that shit's crazy. I'm a mom also. I have 2 kids. I have a 5-year-old and I have a 2-year-old. And I remember exactly what it felt like each time after I had both of my children, where I didn't really feel like myself. I felt really stiff and I felt really tired and everything felt sore and like nothing felt like it was me or normal. And it was moving my body gently and regularly that actually started to make me feel at home in my own skin again. So that's what I have to offer for you today. So all that said, what you will need for this particular practice is you'll need a couple of blankets if you have them. Any blankets will do, towels will do. If you have a block, that might be useful, but if you don't have blocks, I actually grabbed a few books off of my bookshelf. You just want to make sure that they end up at about the same height. You're going to use them for a restorative pose at the end. And I have a chair as well, because most likely you're going to be doing a lot of sitting in chairs and you might not really be able to get up and move around a lot. So it's optimal to be able to sit for longer periods of time and also to still feel like you can move. So all that said, let's get started. And you can get started right here, sitting on the ground. You sit up really long and tall through your spine. And then walk your right arm out to the right. Press your right fingertips into the floor and extend your left arm alongside your ear. You're going to feel a big stretch to the sides of your body. Just round back gently. Okay, and as you round back, you'll sort of feel like the muscles that used to be your abdominal muscles kind of engage a little bit. But mostly you should be feeling a big stretch through your left side. Okay, then lower your left hand to your right knee. Walk your right fingertips just a little bit behind you and open your chest. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Another full breath in. Full breath out. Last one, full breath in. Full breath out, and then come on back through center. Walk your left fingertips over to the left. Extend your right arm alongside your ear. Just a big stretch through your side body. Just like you did before, rather than trying to reach really far, actually pull back. So you're rounding back slightly. And all that's going to do is it's going to sit you back over your hips a little bit more and help you feel a little bit more connected to your center rather than arching forward. Just round back and then lower your right hand to your left knee, left fingertips behind you. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. 2 more of those. Full breath in. Full breath out. And then 1 more full breath in. Full breath out. And then come on back to center. And you can stretch out your legs, give them a little bit of a wiggle. If you're sitting on a couch, you can just do the same thing, right? So you can do this sitting on a couch this entire practice for the most part. You shouldn't need a mat or anything else. But you do need a tiny bit of space. And then you can readjust your legs. Just inhale to reach your arms up. Interlace your fingers above your head and stretch up. And you're root down through your hips as you stretch up through the sides of your body. It should feel really good to stretch up through the sides of your body. Reach up. and then lower down. Reach your arms out in front of you, wrap them around you. Just give yourself a little bit of a hug and round back. And then take your arms up again. One more time, interlace your fingers, reach up. Anchor down through your hips as you stretch up through your legs, and then take your arms around and forward again, different arm on top if you can remember. Round back. You're going to do a lot of holding of your baby, so hold yourself too and remind yourself that you're worthy of this time and love. All right, coming up to your knees. And this is where I'm just going to grab my chair. You might not yet feel like you can stand for long periods of time, so we're actually going to use the chair. So all you're going to do is walk your knees back. If you need something underneath your knees for more padding, you can put a blanket underneath your knees, and I'm going to grab both because you can also pad your chair if your chair is not particularly comfortable. And all you're going to do is hold on to the back edge of the chair, scoot your knees back until you can hang. And I'm holding on to the sides here because it's a little bit of a better grip. It's going to give me more length. And I can even rest my head, and this is just based on my own anatomy, but I can rest my head on the chair. That's why it's kind of nice to have it be a soft chair. And this should feel pretty good for your back. If you have the space, you can extend one leg back and just stretch out. It might feel a little bit intense to do that because this is asymmetrical and your pelvis might be like, what is going on? So if that doesn't feel good, just keep your knees close in. You might only be able to get back like a few inches. If you're a little bit further along in your postpartum experience, you might be able to extend a little further back. And coming back to center. Then coming up onto your forearms, just open up, extend your right arm up. So this is mostly to open up through your chest and give yourself a little bit of space. Because now that your belly isn't shoving your boobs up into your chin anymore, you have a little bit more space, but at the same time, when you're holding a baby, a lot of the time, the front of your body can get really tight, really tired, really stressed out. If it feels too much to extend your arm, hand at your hip is just fine. And then coming back to center, lower your right forearm down and extend your left arm up so you open up. And again, if it feels like too much, hand at your hip. You're just resting your right forearm on the chair. And then come on back to center. And again, make sure that your knees are in the right position, so you want them to be a little bit back from your hips. And you're going to do cat-cow here on the chair. Now, if it feels comfortable to, you can do this on the floor in the way that you're more maybe accustomed to it if you've done yoga before. So you'd inhale, lengthen your belly and chest forward, exhale and round up. But if you want a little bit more support, you can bring my chair closer. Right? You can do cat-cow on the chair and round up and pull through. Round up, inhale. And as you exhale, pull your belly and chest through. Try not to overdo it in your low back so that you're not putting extra pressure there. Round up as you inhale. Exhale, pull through. Again, round up, inhale. Exhale, pull through. Round up. And pull through. And then the last one, round up. Inhale. And pull through. And then again, you can give yourself a little stretch here. Slightly different stretch, so your hips go back and you're just pulling on your chair more. It's going to stretch out your shoulders a little bit more than when you were higher up. Okay, so this is going to just give you a little bit more of a soft stretch, more length for your low back. If you want a little bit more shoulder stretch, because your arms are resting on the edge of the chair, you can lower your hips and take them back, reaching back towards your heels. Take a full breath in. Full breath out, another one. Full breath out, last one. And then come on off of the chair. And you can get it out of the way, unless you're still sitting on it. You can come back and sit on your chair. And just sit and give your shoulders a few rolls. Hear all the crackles and crinkles and things that are moving around in there. Make sure to go both directions. Just open that space up. Oh yeah. And then, from here, come to sit. Bring the soles of your feet together. Here comes my 5-year-old. Soles of your feet together, sit up long and tall. I do. Is it on right now?
Yeah.
Okay, go watch it.
Mom, I'm watching Paw Patrol.
Well, you can sit here with me instead while I finish.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll watch that Silly Penguin show.
Motherhood, y'all. It's real. It's reliable. Sit up long and tall. So this yoga class is brought to you by Paw Patrol. Okay, so in Baddha Konasana, all you're doing is pressing your feet inward and lengthening up. Okay, now extend your left leg out. Pull your right leg in. Okay, don't worry so much about reaching your foot. We'll get to hamstrings another time. Just place your left hand down, extend your right arm up and stretch open. Like I said, you could do this on your couch. When I was postpartum with my daughter, I sat on the couch doing this. So really just trying to open up through your chest. And then lower down and switch sides. Draw your left leg in, extend your right leg out. Place your right hand down, extend your left arm up, and open up. Take a full breath in. If it feels like too much, full breath out. You can put your left hand behind your head. To support your head, that might feel really nice. And let that go. And one more time, bring the soles of your feet out in front of you. Scoot your butt back though, so you have a little bit more space. And you're gonna take your blankets, and this is just the opportunity for your rest. I'm gonna grab my blocks, because my blocks, I mean my books. You can use anything you want for props. Stack them up. Your head is going to go here. First of all, that feels awesome on my feet because they're books and they're heavy. And then I'm just going to lay the blanket over the top. And I'm going to lean forward, wrap my arms. Give myself more blanket so I'm not hugging books. Wrap my arms around over the blanket and turn my head to the right. And if it feels like too much for you to do this with the soles of your feet together, you can take your legs wider apart and be a little bit lower, but it's the same idea. Turn your head the other direction. And then coming back to center. I know as lovely as that felt. And I just want to give you the opportunity to do a really short restorative pose. Even if you don't do the whole thing now, I want to show you how to do it so that you can do this for yourself when you really need it. And again, I'm using my books, The Wizard of Oz. They're fantastic as props. You're going to place one blanket or even a pillow underneath your head. Okay, your head is going to go on that blanket. Feet are going to go together like they just did. And you're going to put these cool props, these books, if you don't have blocks, underneath your knees. And you can lie back and have your head and your knees supported. So this is called Supta Baddha Konasana. It's a pretty basic one. If you want your head to be a little bit higher up, you can prop your head a little bit further up. You're propping your knees and your thighs so that you don't have to work as hard through your hips. And it's going to help ground your pelvis a little bit so that, all the energy is going down and out. That's where you want it to go. And so you're just letting everything pool in your hips so that you can heal, right? No matter how you gave birth, this whole area of your body needs some healing. So just allow yourself to rest, and we'll take a few breaths here. Another option with the blanket is to place the blanket right over your hips and your stomach, which can make you feel really grounded and really supported. And as you lie here, just acknowledge the hard work that motherhood is. Whether you are just beginning this journey or you've been on this journey for a while, you deserve time like this for yourself to heal, to recover, to grow, and to get stronger. So please make sure to give yourself this time frequently, especially in these early days, because this is when you'll start to set those habits in motion and those good self-care practices in motion. And even though it would feel amazing to stay here for a while, draw your knees in, remove the blanket if it's over your hips, and very gently roll to your side, watching out for those books. Curl yourself up into a little ball. And then when you're ready, push yourself up. And that's it. How do you feel, Mama? I hope you feel a little bit more open through your chest and your upper back and your shoulders. I hope that you're feeling a little bit more in your body, just feeling good in general. If you have any questions about postpartum movement, please feel free to ask in the comments below, and I will answer every single question as it comes in. Mostly I want to make sure that you feel like you are doing everything the way that you should and taking care of you. So if anything confuses you, or if you have questions about something we've done or questions in general, please put them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this practice, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There are a lot of other practices that you will be able to do once you're feeling a little bit more in your body and ready to go. And you can also look in the description, and you will see something that you can download just for you, some guidelines for movement, for healthy movement postpartum, to serve you now as you're starting and as you continue to move as you grow into your body and motherhood and everything that comes with it. So click on that link below, download that totally free resource. It's all yours. And thank you for taking some time for yourself today, for being good to your body, and for loving on yourself so that you can take better care of your body and also take better care of your baby or babies, whatever you have going on. So thank you for sharing your time with me on your mat, on your couch, wherever you are. And I look forward to seeing you again on the mat or the couch or wherever really soon.